Hello guys and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video, well, given the current circumstances around the world, well, we're talking about, Vladimir Putin, the Russian despot, putting his nuclear arsenal in high alert, right? Well, these are dreadful times, and I just didn't feel like making a gaming video today, although I am the Eradicator, so we are going to virtually eradicate people. And I found this very dreadful website here called Nuke Map. It's actually, the address is nuclearsecrecy.com/nukemap, and it's basically a nuclear detonation simulator that kind of shows you how it feels, what will be a radius blast, what kind of damage would be done, and it's really impressive to see what a nuclear weapon would do when you are looking at the damage it could eventually do on a map. It's absolutely terrifying here, and the reason why I think this website is interesting is because it gives you various types of parameters here. First, you can select which part of the world is going to be nuked here. There's a very detailed map of all the countries and cities in the world here. Because I live in Taipei, in Taiwan, obviously I chose Taipei, and also because of the current situation. Right now Ukraine is being invaded by Russia, but it's entirely possible, given the current geopolitical situation, that Taiwan could be next and could be invaded by China. This is one of their objectives that they are repeating year after year. They want to unify their communist country with Taiwan, which is a separate government, a separate regime. It's a democracy here. I have been living here in Taiwan for 6 years. This is my 7th year now. It's a very active, lively democracy, and it just puts the doctrine of the Chinese it gives a bad image to the doctrine of the Chinese, who say that Chinese people are just not suitable for democracy. Taiwan is standing strong and showing the Chinese that they're just being wrong, and that you can be of Chinese culture and live under a democratic regime. So let's have a look here. Let's see. So we are going to select Taipei, which is where I live. And we are going to be selecting one of the most iconic areas of Taipei here, Taipei 101, which is, of course, this skyscraper here. You may have seen it before because it used to be the tallest skyscraper in the world until Burj Khalifa in Dubai was eventually built. So we have a couple of different types of the nuclear bombs here, from the smallest to the biggest. And it's absolutely frightening here to see this list. We don't have all of the different types of weapons. We have the Americans one, the French ones, the British one, the Indian, Pakistani, North Korean as well, but we don't have much information about the Russians or the Chinese ones, which is, of course, the one that I would be interested in. We have actually here, Tropol here currently in Russian arsenal. Oh my goodness, we'll be checking it out as well. So let's imagine here that the Chinese just want to give a little warning to Taiwan, and they decide to launch the smallest the equivalent of the smallest US bomb ever produced, with 20 tons. Let's see what it would do. So we are going to be detonated on Taipei 101. And boom, this is the kind of effect that would be. Yellow here would be the fireball radius. So it would not be as big as the tower itself, but then around it will be the heavy blast damage here. So this is going to destroy heavily built concrete buildings, will be severely damaged or destroyed. Fatalities would approach 100%, and that would be the benchmark here for a heavy damage in a city. Next, around it in gray would be the moderate damage here. So injuries and universal fatalities are widespread. The chances of a fire starting in commercial and residential areas are high. Buildings are damaged at a high risk of spreading fire, and this is used as moderate damage forces. So it would actually damage the surrounding buildings. And here in yellow here, that would be the thermal radiation radius. So in this yellow area here, this is where people will still have 3rd-degree burns, which says here that these are often painless because they destroy the pain nerves. Well, I guess that's actually a good thing, I suppose. You're gonna die not in pain, so that's I guess that's a consolation, if I may say so. This can cause severe scarring or disablement and can require amputation. Next, in gray here, that is the high blast damage radius here. So all over this area, the glass windows would be expected to break, as well as this would also be injuring a lot of people. They would see the flash of the explosion, but the shockwave would be coming after. And next in green here, the area around it, this is the radiation radius here. So these would be, the radiation around this area would likely be fatal. And in about 1 month, 50% of the survivors will die of a cancer within this green area. And that is, guys, the smallest US bomb ever produced. That is very scary. We're going to clear all effects now, and we will see at something that is a little bit more modern. Let's say, for example, that the North Koreans want to be the North Koreans want to show the Chinese that they support them, and they want to show an example. They are going to be sending a modern weapon here of 10 kilotons. Let's see what it would do on Taipei. Boom! And you can see already the explosion on Taipei 101 is much bigger. That is absolutely insane. Look at this. Look at the radius. Oh my gosh! And that gray zone. Basically, this would also. This is where I would basically, if this happened here, I can see that my neighborhood is in this radius. I would be exposed to the radiation. That is insane. I just have no words when I say that. But again, this is just a small scale bomb here. We're going to be having a look now. Let's clear all the effect. We're going to go to something that is much more concrete here, since Putin did say that he would put his arsenal in higher. Of course, people are going to say, oh, Irad, don't listen to what he says. It's just rhetoric. I know. But this guy, he's already done the unthinkable, invading another sovereign country. I mean, a month ago, I would never have thought that this would actually be impossible. So we just never know at this case. So let's say he is really not happy with the French presidency of the European Union. Right now, France is presiding the European Union, and he decides to punish France. Maybe he wants to get rid of Emmanuel Macron and send a nuclear weapon right in the middle of Paris, right here. So we're going to be entering here, Paris here. Boom. Come on, go. Here it is in the center of Paris at Notre Dame. And this time we are going to be sending something that is Russian here. So let's have a look at something in the Russian arsenal. There we go. Currently in Russian arsenal, 800 kilotons. Let's have a look at the damage that it would do. Again, that is actually a bomb that the Russians do have at their disposal. They are currently armed and ready to be fired at any moment as we are speaking right now. That is really terrifying. So let's see what it would do to so pretty much that is the fireball. The fireball would engulf, that is insane, all of the 2 islands of Paris. Would engulf all of the Quartier Latin, the 5th arrondissement, the 4th arrondissement, the Marais as well. Well, that was actually that's the gay district of the gay and the Jewish district of Paris. So if Putin did that, he will also kill all of them, which is probably something that would make him happy. All of the entirety of the city of Paris would be in moderate blast damage radius. All of it. And a huge part of the close suburbs here, which is within the so there are 3 ring roads around Paris. There's the Boulevard Périphérique, which is right here. The second ring road is the A86. So pretty much almost half of it would be in the thermal radiation radius, and here the light blast damage. So all of these people here, all of these people would be exposed to the radiation, and 15% of them would die within a month. We're talking here, just Paris city itself, we're talking about 2 million people. And all of this area here, we're talking about 7 million people. It is absolutely insane. One bomb that the Russians have at their arsenal, in their arsenal right now, sent to Paris would kill 7 million people already, and would instantly. I would not guess. I would guess that the French government would be aware this would be coming. They would probably go in their bunkers and be safe in their bunkers. But all the civilians there, I cannot imagine of the consequence. Anyway, guys, it is actually very mind-blowing. You guys should check it out if you're interested in seeing, what would be safe. What would be safe? Let's say, for example, that I know my family lives around Paris, but we are originally from Brittany here. So let's say that my family is aware that Putin is going to send a nuke to Paris, and they want to go back to our hometown here in Saint-Malo. That is where my family is from. So we're going to clear all the effects here, and again, we are going to be sending that bomb to Paris, but we are going to be sending a much bigger one. Let's say Putin has gone completely mad, and he wants to launch a Tsar Bomba here. He wants to launch a Tsar Bomba, which, I don't know, maybe he has it, right? Well, let's have a look right here. What this can do here. Let's go for the biggest one. This is completely nuts. He goes for the biggest one. And oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I would expect it would be worse, but obviously the entire city of Paris would be the fireball here. That is insane. More than an area bigger than the Parisian region will be in moderate blast damage, so everything here will be destroyed. There will be no trees, nothing at all. Everything will be completely evaporated. This entire region, which a lot, especially this area around Chartres and here as well in this part of Normandy, it's very agricultural. All of this area would not be suitable for agriculture anymore. I can't imagine all the survivors in the country who would starve after that. It's insane. Plus the light blast radius here is much tighter, but I'm pretty sure that there would be contaminated clouds that would go in other parts of the country. That is just the power of destruction here that humans have right now. It's terrible. But anyway, I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to be trying it out for yourself. It's called Nuke Map. It is made by a website called Nuclear Secrecy, and well, it is quite eye-opening, I would say. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. It's the Eradicator. We'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Join membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.